Hey guys, this is a quick update and this video will not be about music for once, but a video for any of you who's thinking of traveling anywhere in the world. Just a very nice little tip. I am now in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand, which is a quite little touristic place where you get very cheap juices, which is nice, but I found out something that you really need to know if you want to travel, and will change the way I travel from now on. I woke up 2 days ago with my throat sore, my nose runny all the time, and my eyes itchy, and I thought, okay, I caught like some cold or something. I'm feeling very bad, very similar to when I have pollen allergy. When I had the pollen allergy, the next day we couldn't see the mountains. There was smog all over, and we just found out that it's actually some people are burning fields. And there's a lot of car pollution, but there was a spike in pollution. And this was in Chiang Rai where I was, but now I am in Chiang Mai, and Chiang Mai is even worse. And really, it's just the whole north of Thailand. So the tip I have for you is check the air pollution in the cities where you want to go. If you want to sing in any way, if you want to make music, or if you just don't want to catch lung cancer and die, there is a really nice little app that I found yesterday, and I'm not endorsed by them. I don't receive any type of payment, but this is a nice little free app for Android and Apple iOS called AirVisual. I found this yesterday and it's so good. It shows you the pollution levels live in any city, in most cities in the world. So you can see here the AirVisual app. Yeah, this is the list of my places, updated live all the time. And you can just put in the cities that you're interested in anywhere in the world, and they will show up here and show you the current situation, and then the forecast for the next few days, along with some weather. Because you know that if it's going to rain, then that's nice. I mean, it can bring the pollution down. Everyone's hoping for rain here. So here you have the Thai cities. You can see Pai is so crazy, so polluted. Then you have some Indian. I put some Indian cities here. I put some European cities. You can see it's very different. Yeah, and then on each one of these cities, you can press on it, and you have a bunch of extra information, including more precise forecast. Yes, all this more precise by place, very nice information. And you can see here it says data provided by 16 sources. So this is very good information. You also have a little map, which is nice to see. I was just traveling the world right now, seeing everything. But let's go down on Thailand. So you really see place by place. If you are in a red or purple zone, then you'd better not go there at all, actually. But if you're there, you'd better not stay there too long. Then if you are in a yellow or green zone, then that is good, very good, and your lungs can be happy. Let's go over, see in the Middle East, and let's go over, see what's happening in Europe. How is it in Europe? See, very different. Lots of green, a little bit of orange. Okay, let's go over to the United States. See what's happening here. Yeah, very good as well. Even Mexico is doing very good. It's yeah, surprising. And South America. Yeah, so very well made. And then you have this little list, which is fun to see. People always like to compare. And here you can see the most polluted cities in the world ranked like this, from the most polluted to the least polluted. So yeah, of course you have the European cities here at the bottom. New York, quite good as well. Yeah, this is very nice to see as well. You can download it for free. I'll put a little link in the description for Apple or Android. And you have cities, so the whole northern Thailand, but also Laos, and sometimes, you know, it's not just confined to cities. It's just this. Sometimes you have pollution in between the cities as well, and you have whole countries sometimes which are strongly polluted. And the north of Thailand is actually one of the most polluted areas, and a lot of monks are also wearing these masks. Yeah, this is a mask against the pollution. Of course, this is bad for singers and any travelers, but It's especially bad for people who like to exercise. I like to walk often long distances if I need to get somewhere rather than taking a taxi. I'd walk 1 hour to get across town or anything. Well, this is great, it's super healthy. Usually you walk more, you get some exercise, but not in the cities like this. In the cities like this, they actually recommend not to exercise, not to walk, not to be outside too much. Stay indoors if possible, close the windows, put some air filters. Great, all these things that we all love to do, don't we? So for those of you who find yourself in a polluted place despite my warnings, well, you will need to get one of these filters. And over here you can get these in pharmacies. Most places that are polluted, I think you will be able to find these in pharmacies. Look around. The most important is that you look at the certification, that it has an N95 or N99, which means that it filters 95% or 99% of the particles that go through it. But in reality, you know, some air can get in through here, and it's really not that efficient, but it's better than nothing. It's better than dying. The best is if you can get one with this little exhale valve, which means when you exhale, the air comes out through here. When you inhale, it goes in through the filter, and this way it's a little bit easier to breathe. But nevertheless, I assure you, it's very hot and humid and not so comfortable in here. You know, better than nothing. Yes, and you have some people in Thailand spreading the word. The whole university, they were doing a big protest, and the university had to close for 3 days against this pollution problem in the city, and the city not doing anything about it, and the north of Thailand not doing anything about it. So the way this works is basically you have all these different sources of pollution, like the motorcycles and cars, and of course diesel cars are the worst. But that's not all. You also have pollution from agriculture. Right over, you have some people in the mountains doing agriculture with an old technique where they burn the crop to make space for the next crop. They're trying to get rid of this. In fact, it's banned in Thailand theoretically, but then you still have some people doing it, and also you have people in neighboring countries doing it, and the pollution moves around. So of course it's very hard to control all this. And then in cities like Chiang Mai and many cities, many places have some mountains, and the mountains act like a barrier. And when you have mountains all around, then you have a sort of bowl. It makes a bowl where the pollution just stays stuck, and depending on the temperature and different weather conditions, the pollution can really stay stuck in there for a long time. If it's colder at night, then the air won't rise up, and instead of rising up and circulating, it will just stay stuck in there, and you have the pollution accumulating. You have more and more micro fine particles killing your lungs. We get to these spikes of pollutions like we are now in March, April in Thailand is one of the worst periods. And here you have the city. You can see just the first few buildings, and then you have smog. It was actually worse an hour ago. You could really just see the first few buildings. Interesting to see that the numbers actually change on AirVisual in accordance to what you see. Just a few hours it was more smoggy here, the numbers were higher, the measures were higher. Now it's a bit less smoggy, and I look at the measures, it's a little bit better. No matter where you are in the world, you can know how polluted a place is, and if you are there, then you can see this change live. So this yesterday was Chiang Mai, and over here now I'm close to Pai, which is a very cute little town, quite natural place, a few hours away from Chiang Mai. And unfortunately they're unlucky to be really in a bowl created by these mountains, even much more than Chiang Mai, and therefore it's one of the most polluted places on the entire planet. The air is one of the most polluted airs on the entire planet. Really crazy. Yeah, very unlucky, but a lady was telling us it's actually very beautiful in January, and it's just right now in March and April that it's the worst, but then, you know, throughout the year it isn't great. We saw, even in Thailand, we saw some people burning some forests, so theoretically they say, no, this doesn't happen in Thailand. It happens in Thailand as well. People burning forests to make space for agriculture and everything. So your safest bet, if you want to avoid places like this, is the seashore. So for example, the east of Vietnam or the south of Thailand, going along the shore or going on islands. So you can always check on AirVisual, this is the best. But if you don't, even without the app, you can just know that generally along the shore, you know, the ocean makes it that there won't be these bowls and the smog won't just be trapped in there. Along the shore or on islands is a pretty good safe bet. Now, of course, this does not mean don't have fun, don't do things, don't travel, don't live. In fact, I'm sure that in traveling, the world can bring some very nice things to you, and then you can bring some very nice things to wherever you are going. So I really encourage this, but just do it smartly, do little things smartly. Encouraging the governments to do the right thing by traveling to the right places is a very nice part of it. But also just the airplane. Of course, don't just take an airplane to go somewhere for one weekend. Maybe take an airplane, yeah, but then go spend some nice longer quality time in one place. You can walk, you can rent a bicycle in any place for close to nothing. You can take public transport in many different ways. And then when you really need it, then yeah, take an airplane. And in many countries like Thailand have plastic addiction. You buy a fruit juice, it comes in a cup like this. You buy another fruit juice half an hour later and it's in a new cup. No, just keep your cup with you, and you can reuse it. Even you can use it several days if you just clean it, and maybe they'll have a laugh with you, you know, because people here don't do this so often, but that's no problem. It makes little funny moments. And the same with plastic bags. You can do this. Again, people don't do it, but it's okay. Reuse the plastic bag. And yeah, there are just many ways to do smart little things. So I trust that you will find the right ones, the ones that work for you, and save your lungs, sing and be happy.